Welcome to this week's Bookie Blog, and today we're going to talk about dynamic live betting, the do's and don'ts, and how to ensure that you make some money. Dynamic betting is probably the most profitable option of sports betting out there, but there are some mistakes that you can make in live dynamic. Since a dynamic bet can be throughout the game, whether it's in constant flow of the game or in a live situation where it's in breaks of the game or breaks in periods or timeouts or TV breaks, the thing you need to do is basically figure out how much risk you want to take per game, meaning that on any sort of live betting event, the maximum you'll be able to bet on that live event. So most live dynamic software, you're able to set, I only want to get $100 on each live dynamic game. So if a guy has a $10 dynamic live betting, he can make 10 bets on that particular game. Or he can bet multiple times on the same game, but only if the lines move up to a certain amount of bets. So it's good to keep those bet limits low, because in a dynamic game, you might be able to bet that game 50 times or 100 times. And if you don't have a limit on how much you can invest on in a dynamic game, or how much maximum exposure you have on a dynamic game per player, could really affect your bottom line, because you can end up loading up going your way and you could win a lot, but what happens is a player might lose his entire credit limit on one single game, and then he's going to be asking you for more credit to bet the next game. So it's good to do some risk management and limit the amount they can wager per wager on a live dynamic event, or on how many bets per live dynamic event they can bet. One of the other things on live dynamic is that definitely turn it on. If you're an older bookie and you don't know too much about it, it's very profitable. Just use some of the tips I just mentioned and offer it to all your players. It is the trend of the future, and if you're trying to recruit new players, they're definitely going to be asked for it, so definitely make it available. Limits, that's what I'm saying, profiles, or actually on the live dynamic, one of the important things to consider is the amount or the max odds that you want, because you can get down to the last 2 minutes of the game and you might see odds of minus 10,000, which means you're going to bet $10,000 to win $100, and people taking advantage of that, thinking, oh, here's an easy 100, I'll bet 10,000, but that once in a 10,000 time, that bet doesn't pay and a guy loses his entire bankroll. Or a guy bets $100 to win $10,000 on a plus $10,000 situation or wager, and then you are stuck because he happened to hit like a lottery type of bet. So just limit the odds. So you can say, listen, on my live dynamic, I don't want to show or have any lines appearing greater than minus 500 or minus 500. So the maximum payout is a plus 500, the maximum risk is a minus 500, and that'll ensure that you'll get some good action on it, as well as make it available and not put yourself at risk to giving up a huge payday to somebody because he happened to get lucky on a $10 bet that paid plus 10,000. Hope that helped, and look forward to speaking to you next week on our Bookie Blog. Thank you for watching the video. Please like and subscribe below, and add comments in the comments section if you need any additional information.